everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Happy Sunday and happy new month, 1st of September. So what's this month going to look like for you, man? What's your plan for this month? What's your goal for the month?
My goal is many of them are wanted to educate me a marketing. Digital marketing, you need to explain. So it will be a easier way for me. So I'm also doing some courses. Apart from the certification I already have, I'm doing extra courses also to educate our viewers. So that's it.
Very good. I'm happy to hear that. Maybe we should do some of that. Maybe some of the podcasts we can talk about what you're doing in digital marketing. Maybe some of our viewers would enjoy that. You guys should put down in the comments other things like whatever Dhana is doing. If you would like interested us to have a conversation about that, we can definitely do that.
My goal is simple, sir. For the every weekend, I need to explain, connect within a meeting like Google Meet or something, and I'm explaining about how the career in the digital marketing right now, how you can enter into that. So that's it. So for that, I'm also preparing.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
Anyway, today, couple of questions our viewers have been asking you, and you wanted to hit them out.
Yes,
so what are we talking about today?
Sir, past week we are in-depth analysis of the South Indian Bank, and for the 2 weeks we are analysis about the NATCO. So today they are expecting to analyze TK Bank, Karnataka. So they are expecting to analyze that, sir. Why it was still value? Because sir has been told if the federal bank is here and TMB here and South Indian Bank here and KTK Bank also here, where we need to go? So sir has been told Karnataka Bank is a more value. Why? So something explain you.
Well, Karnataka Bank. It's a great bank. There's nothing wrong with Karnataka Bank. And I understand why everyone's looking at Karnataka Bank, because Anand has been talking about Karnataka Bank and Federal Bank and all these other banks. And all these banks are great. But the problem is, do we accumulate at this price point is what everyone is wondering. Should we be considering at this price point? This is my personal opinion. I'm a long-term investor. I look at it for 10 years if I'm buying. And I buy and I forget about it. And I have the privilege to do that because I don't need to invest on a short range. All my things are for my kids and my grandkids, whether I look at it in that range. So,
I'm also, sir, 10 years, I'm also investing for the 20 years.
Correct. So Dhana's even in a better shape than me because he's done the smart thing of not getting married and not having kids.
No.
So Dhana's girlfriend's going to be rather upset that I've said this out loud. That's why he's like, no. I didn't say that. Said it. Anyway, getting back to the point. So in that mind, Karnataka Bank will always be in my consideration range because no matter what you say, the price to book, keep it aside. It's a young bank, it's a growing bank, and it's an up and coming bank, and there's a great future in India right now. The way the Indian economy is going and the Indian population is growing, there's going to be a huge opportunity for private banks to provide services such as lending, financing, and Karnataka Bank has opportunities there, and I see it for them. And they're a great bank, they're a great brand. And so far, they've been having good guys running the bank, and I have confidence in that. So based on those reasons alone, I'm looking at Karnataka Bank. Now, flip of it, investors who are looking at it in the short range, investors who are only looking to buy it at value, like what we discussed about South Indian Bank, is Karnataka Bank at consideration range? Well, if we just look at purely price to book, let's look at it over the long haul. Maximum length, right? Median maximum at full, from last 16 odd years, 10 years, 20 years almost.
20 years, sir.
The median is at 0.9 and right now it's at 0.78.
0.78.
So it is a good opportunity if you're looking at it purely on that, right? Because there were times when the price to book of Karnataka Bank went up to 4, then came down to 1, then it's been hovering at that. But if you see the book value, that's a blue bar, it has been steadily growing. That means the number of branches is growing, the number of customer base is growing, the businesses they're doing, the lending, everything is growing. So even the EPS, if you see earnings per share, it's been very healthy. So it is a great point if you look at it like that. Then if you look at it in terms of corporate actions it's been doing, if we slide down there, see, rights issue, right? Absence of shares, leave those. Then these are preferential shares, rights issue again, right? Rights issue again. Bonus issue, right?
What was this, sir? Rights step in,
And absence issues means what happens is when rights issues are given, certain shares which are issued gets into what you call dispute. The person who's supposed to get it fails it, should have got more or less, or shouldn't have gone here, should have gone there. So there's a dispute, and those will be held in reserve. The shares are created, but it's not been allotted. So those were held, and once things were resolved, whatever the issue was resolved, then the shares would be allotted. So this is something technical, you don't have to worry about it. And if you see the number of shares which it went through is also very small. 1,300, 359, 12, 112, and it's all way back, right? So preferential shares were allotted, right? These were to specific people, institutions which were given to raise certain capital, where we don't get to participate. This also we don't get to participate. These are preferential shares. But what it means is there are people who are big investors, like FIIs, DIIs, high net worth individuals who have been placing a huge amounts of money at preferential share prices into this bank.
Because they have been find out the value in this bank.
Yeah, there's value in this bank. They're seeing value. So it is all good news. So if you look at it in everything, broadly speaking, there's nothing wrong in this bank. As long as you're looking at it long term. If you're looking at it in the short term and you want to flip it, right? Let's say you want to hold it only for 5 years and flip it. If you look at a 5-year spread, let's look at the price to book for 5 years. Price to book from 0.2, which was during the COVID times, right? We should really look at it a little longer because the COVID years you have to discount completely. So if you discount the COVID years, it is right about where it usually will be sitting at.
Correct.
So from this point, are you going to see in the next 5 years, are you going to see Karnataka Bank becoming 700, 800? Very tough. Will it become 300, 400? Maybe. It'll become definitely 300, 400 in 5 years time.
Correct.
But is it going to become 700, 800? It's very hard to say.
Correct.
I won't put my money on that. So if you're looking at it for some kind of like a multi-bagger, as they say, in 5 years time and all that, I don't think this bank is going to carry you. But if you hold it for 10 years time, for like Dhana's 20 years time, is one of the banks which will see a lot of growth and a lot of potential for, as an investor to have a multi-bagger by that time. Because not only you'll have growth, capital growth, you'll also have a lot of dividend growth. And then I'm sure, like you saw the amount of rights issue they give, bonuses they give, all those goodies will also be there over the next 10, 15 years. And all those will also add up as an investor, will really help you grow in capital.
Many of them are seeing at the 37 to 100, they are seeing up. Right now it has been 220, but they need to not worry about that. Because the price has been right now also still has a value.
Correct. Because if a lot of people only see it over a year, they'll be like, it's really not gone anywhere over 1 year. So even if to really see the price movement, you have to take it over 3 years, which is right after COVID, where it went from 80 rupees. Anand was talking about this at that time. At 80 rupees, 100 rupees. From there, yes, it's almost doubled. Yeah. But from here, is it going to go to 400, 500 in the next 3 years? I don't know. That I cannot say. But logic dictates it should, because there's nothing wrong fundamentally with the bank.
Yeah, sir. Completely a good value.
Yes. For you to consider.
Yeah, sir.
And I've laid out my arguments for you to take into consideration. But like I said, we are not SEBI registered. Right? Ours is just a logic conversation. Yeah, out of pure interest of hobby and investing we talk. If you're really keen on it, then please make sure you have a SEBI registered advisor who will give you the right advice based on your risk assessment, because I do not know you. I do not know why you are in life, what your risk assessment is, how important that 200 rupees you're putting in Karnataka Bank is, I do not know. So my perception and Dhana's perceptions are very different considering to yours. So make sure you do take all that into consideration before you do anything. Don't go based on some YouTube video.
We are generally exposing the educational truth, but
we just want to ignite a spark, so you get curious and you do research.
Correct.
Because there's no way that in a 10-minute conversation you can decide to put 20,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees on anything. And if you're doing that, then you're crazy.
Yeah, sir.
Right.
And second one, today videos, it was about Zydus Lifesciences, sir.
Another great company. It used to be known as Cadila Healthcare, right?
Healthcare.
Yeah. Which was part of the Zydus group. And now there has been 1995, I think it was turned into Zydus Lifesciences. So they're a pharma company. They make pharmaceuticals. A lot of people have been worried, saying that there's been some correction. And if you want to see the correction,
that's why I picked up with that.
Yeah, Zydus Lifesciences. So let's say look at over the last 1 month, it's down 9%, and last 5 days it's down 7%. And this is why people are freaking out, because some people might have bought it in the last 5 days or bought in the last week, and they're panicking, saying what's happened. Or let's say I bought it last month. Last month I thought I do pharma and I got into this, and now it is down by 9-10%. Am I in trouble? I wouldn't say you're in trouble, because you cannot look at stock prices over a 1 month time or a 1 week time, because you'll see it go like this. But if you see it over a year or two, you'll see it go like this. Of course, there'll be small things, but
it's like
on an average, it goes up. So if that is what is worrying you, don't be worried. But is it at a point where this is at value? I don't think it is right now at value, because if I look at 10-year P ratio, it's at 23 and it's right now at 27. So it is out of range.
Correct.
Yeah. And if you have this kind of money and you have around 1,200, 1,500 rupees, then I would definitely
NATCO.
Yeah, NATCOs will be in my consideration, because their earnings has really pushed the price up, and now the P is at 17. and it is at that range. And if you take Natco's, PE ratio over,
We already make, sir.
yeah, we already, yeah. So you can see the PE ratio for 10 years time, it is 31.
31.
Yeah, so it's at half the price where it should be. It should ideally be at double, it should be at
Correct,
3,000,
sir.
3,000. Why it's not there? Market is,
Market is not
we've spoken
finding
about
the
this many times. The market has not seen the value in it. But Natco as a company is of value, and it should be definitely in your list of consideration.
Correct.
Especially if we're looking at pharma
companies.
I'm assuming the people who are talking about Zydus, Lifesciences, who are people who have bought it in the last week or 1 month, who've seen it down by 5% or 10% and they're panicking. There's no reason to panic. Will it recover? Definitely, but I don't know when it will recover. Will it go back to where it was in 1 month's time? No. Will it go down another 10%? That is possible.
Correct.
Because the problem is the company, if you take the mean, it is overvalued. Because it's at 23.
23.
Yeah. So
right now
it's at 27. So it might even come down to 900 in May. But
the time they can average, sir?
they can average if you have the courage to. The problem is most of our viewers don't have that courage.
Correct.
Because immediately what they say is, oh man, I made a loss. Oh, I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this. Why did I buy this? Why did I watch that video? Why did I listen to that guy? And why did I buy it? They're sitting like that. Immediately, let's say 2 months later, this has gone to 2,000 rupees. They're like, you're so genius. You're a smart man, Dhana. You're a brilliant man.
You missed.
Yeah. Next month it goes down 1,000. Why, man? Because of you, guy. Oh, you guy, you did this.
Correct,
to me. So I understand that. That's why I'm saying you have to take a call on your risk assessment. That's why Anand keeps saying, if you feel nervous, you don't have the appetite for it, you see profit, remove your capital at least.
Correct.
What remove capital means is you put 100 rupees, they're able to take out your 100 rupees and leave the profit alone in the market.
Like if the profit has been 45 or 50, like that rupees we can invest.
Correct. You leave the 45. So rupees and remove your 100 rupees. So that way, whatever is there left in the market is some imaginary profit you saw. Whatever you put inside, you have taken it out.
Correct.
So you feel that way secure. But even there, people will think that imaginary profit is theirs and they've lost that also. Human mind is like that. Can't do anything about it.
So, anyway, no,
Nothing
sir.
else. Right.
So after the conclusion of the two stocks, in the banking stock, Karnataka seems good.
Yeah, you can consider it.
Yeah, sir. If you are looking for the pharma stocks, then Zydus Lifesciences is not in your value. Go for the Natco because it has a still value.
Of course. Dhana saying consider. He's not saying go and buy it.
Yeah.
He's saying you can consider
You can consider.
Yes. Keep that in mind. We're not SEBI registered. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I wish you a wonderful September. It's the first of the month and you're going to get into your first work week of the month. And I hope it's productive. Next month, of course, is October and we have Diwali. And everybody will want a patas list.
That's the main thing.
Of course, our patas list is all Lakshmi Vedi, atom bomb. Maybe we should do a video about it. We'll say the patas list and have a table full of the latest patas. And we'll review the patas.
That's one thing we can make.
Yes, people will be very upset with us. They say you clickbaited us into the patas. Maybe we should do that in the Tamil channel. That'd be fun.
Fun.
We'll have all the patas. The rockets, the parachutes, the Lakshmis, the Vishnus, the Bijilis, all of them. It'll be good fun. Changa Chakra, whatever you call those two.
Yes,
and the flower
Changa
pots.
Chakra.
Yes, and the flower pots. We will do that. Anyway, jokes aside, thanks for watching the videos, guys. And we'll see you in the next one next week. Do have a wonderful week. Like, share, comment, and support Dhana. And catch him on Instagram and take him for questions over there.
Another one thing, sir. What you were asking in the beginning of the video, like what you have been in the September, like the viewers also you can ask, sir. They can put down the comments.
Yes, in your comments, please let us know what is your month of September like. What do you plan to do in this month in terms of investing, in terms of research, in terms of expanding your knowledge and growing. Put it down in the comments so other people might feel inspired and find something they didn't think about and they might catch on to that. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and we'll see you in the next ones. Bye.
Bye.